Yo, I don't know if Gamer Chill's out there. Hey, Gamer Chill, if you want to come on up, buddy, I can put out a link for you. I know you had some troubles with your internet, so thought maybe coming over here might be easier. A link is out. You want to come up and say hello? Be my guest. So I don't know what happened to Gamer Chill, but apparently his live stream went down, so I don't know, Gamer Chill, if you want to come over here, I thought it might be easier for you, dude, if running your own live stream was having problems. But maybe coming over here might be easier for you, Gamer Chill. Or anyone else who wants to come on over and have a chat. Okay. Huh. Anyway, apparently Hilda Dick is live talking about me. Okay. Yeah. Funny, you guys having a go at me and all that shit over there. Considering, hey, I busted Beck's balls. You're welcome. But hey, you're the one who's covering my live stream, yeah? You know, I could pull a Beck and, I don't know, strike your channel for that shit, Helder, but nah. Couldn't be bothered, because striking's a mug's game at the end of the day. Like, who cares? Like, if you want to restream me because you can't make up your own content, Helder and Darren, if you guys can't make up your own content, you might as well steal mine. Be my guest. You're stealing my content. And yes, Mojo, this is classed as actually stealing content because there's no one up on panel discussing about what, talking about my video. So they're literally just replaying my video. No alters, no alterations, nothing. There's no alterations on this live stream that Helder is restreaming. So to be fair, I could literally, legally and properly strike his channel for showing videos of my content with which is a real upload and not just a simple click. You know, I could literally properly and legally strike his channel for that shit, but I'm not going to, because let's face it, at the end of the day, I feel sorry for this cancer-ridden sodomite, and also I feel sorry for you people in the side chat. Oh yeah, I've still got a beef with you, Aunt Sally, considering you're the one who also kicked me out of Vinny G's, so that's on you, and I'm still going to hold you to that. You're the reason why I'm kicked out of Vinny G's, Sally, so I've got a beef with you still. And you talk about me needing to shut my mouth, bitch. You're the one who keeps on rattling on like a freight train, causing drama wherever you go, especially when it comes to me, so I wouldn't go there if I were you, Sal. But anyway... Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean, Helder? Going at Darren is going at me too, Dan. How do you figure that? Considering you're both two different peoples, you know, it's not the same thing, Helder. But sure. If you want to be like this whole "we are the Brotherhood," woohoo! If you want to do that bullshit, Helder, that's your problem, bro. Mind you, though, you should be thanking me that I exposed Beck, so you guys have got more content to discuss about it. To be fair, and hey, at least you got Beck's strike removed because you kept on pressuring her. Yeah, funny that. Oh yeah. You say, Mojo, that my southern accent is very cringe. Well, hey, you would know them. You would know the master of being cringe, Mojo, considering as how you're a bit of a cringe as well. How am I a racist? I ain't no racist. But anyway, oh, and look who was joining the party. Good old Darren from Dublin. Aye. No, wait, no, I. That's Scottish, not Irish. Yeah, but anyway, whatevs. You guys really do bore the shit out of me. That's the reason why I don't cover you guys, because you guys are so boring. you guys bore me to death. You know, you guys have a dig at Vinny G and say how bad he is and all that shit and how boring he is. Mate, you guys, all you do is just keep playing old streams or even current streams. That's all you guys do. Well, she's attacking me, dude. You ask her what's wrong with her. She keeps on attacking me for no fucking reason. She starts talking shit about me for no reason. Mojo's got a beef with me, slime. I don't know what her beef is. But, you know. Anyway. Yeah, Mojo says Dan covers people that thinks that are bad when in fact he's the bad one with all the issues. That's bullshit, Mojo. You're completely not full of bullshit, Mojo. But anyway, you wouldn't know the right from wrong anyway, Mojo. You say I'm the bad guy, but plot twist, I cover the bad guys. But anyway. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you. Yes. Ryan is an asshole. I just pointed it out, man. Well, like I said, Darren, I don't really exactly want to engage with you because you're a monkey's uncle, man. Like, you're a piece of shit. Why would I want to talk to you, man? You keep trying to talk to me and mention my name, Dazza. But really, at the end of the day, what's the point of even discussing you, man? You're just a little tick turd who's basically manipulating Helder to do shit. So, well, I'm going after. Look, Darren. I'm after. Not even after you, bro. Even though technically speaking, I should be considering all the bullshit you did on me. You know, but and at the end of the day, I'm going after people who deserve it. Like exactly, Ryan. Like Ryan did some really crazy ass shit. Oh yeah, on this video, I forgot to mention. Yeah, basically, Ryan believes NASA's controlled by Satan. I forgot to mention that. When I was bringing up that NASA stuff that Ryan had a beef with, he believed that NASA is a work of Satan, which is bullshit. But anyway. Nah. Oh, not when it comes to talking about me, that is. Pretty much the majority of when it comes to talking about me is all bullshit, slime. When people talk shit about me, it's all basically mostly bullshit. Or stuff I've said and taken out of context. But, you know. Dazza, you do realize it was actually fucking that douchebag Ryan who come into my site, come under my video and commented the comment years ago, right? I didn't ask for him to come over here, dickhead, for starters. And you say, it's really amazing, Dan, that every human you meet wants nothing to do with you when they see what you're like. Here's the kicker, dude. What I'm like in public is not the same as what I'm like online, for starters, one. Second of all, is also while we're on the subject, Dazza, it's a matter of opinion, especially when people like you lie and twist the truth and try and be a paranoid motherfucker, Darren, and talk absolute bullshit about me. People get the wrong idea about me because of idiots like you spreading misinformation about me. So take it as you will, Dazza. I don't even know why I'm addressing you because you're a piece of shit, Dazza. Just like Ryan. Actually, I was surprised that you and Ryan aren't actually best buddies. I didn't make it about myself. Oh. I was saying I was one of the people who was being attacked by Ryan. Sally. But, you know, it is what it is. Uh, uh, yeah. Yeah, well, when it comes to Sammy, that is true. I did hold a grudge against Sammy for years. Good point. I wonder if he's still. They reset his channel. I thought. Uh, so I'm trying to find out where Gamer Chill is. Uh, is Gamer Chill still alive or is he wrapped up? I don't know. Hmm. Darren, you do realise the Dino Discord. Sammy did a lot wrong. Sammy came out as a pedophile. She also did drugs on a live stream. Sammy's done a lot of shit, slime. Sammy's not a good person. She's an evil cunt. Not only that, she also did witchcraft on Beck. Like, seriously, Sammy's not a good person. Sammy's an evil piece of shit. Oh, fuck off, man. Sammy is an evil person. She threw bricks in my windows and held me at fucking knife point for basically me ousting her for drugs. Yeah? So I ousted her drug behavior. What did what do you mean? What did it work? Yeah, I ousted her. I ousted Sammy, but then again, like I said, she basically held me at knife point and threw bricks in my windows. All because I ousted her for drugs years ago. And then she tried to paint me as a PDF because again, I basically it was brought up that I was looking after her kiddos when she was basically doing fuck all. Like Sammy was basically when I was at Sammy's and when me and mum were at Sammy's, she was hardly ever around. She was either sleeping, going live on YouTube, or basically just being a bed slug. Like she was a piece of shit, man. How do you figure that? Explain. I mean, pretty much, Slime, if you want to come on up, the link's out. You want to have a chat about it, be my guest. What do you mean? I never actually sold any drugs or dealt any drugs. Sammy has. Uh, I'm not a PDF. I don't have any feelings towards children. Yet Sammy actually fucked a 15-year-old in her 20s, groomed him to 16, fucked him again, and his best mate at 16 years of age when she was in her 20s. So excuse me, man, but as far as I'm concerned, that's pedophilia 101. But maybe not exactly the exact variation of what people associate with pedophilia, but it's still, in my opinion, still the very definition if you have intimate relations with a minor. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why Sammy's a piece of shit, mate. Okay? It's not just the way she treated me, she treated my mum, she treated everyone around her. Um, you know, talked about her daughter's private interactions about things. You know, that was kind of not cool. Sammy did a whole lot of shit, man. And that doesn't even extend to her witchcraft, playing around with dark side shit and, you know, spirits and the fucking shit. Like, beyond that point, yeah, playing with tarot cards and all that Ouija board fucking shit. Yeah, playing with all that garbage. Beyond that, Sammy also, I said, came out as a PDF and all that, and a drug addict and a drug dealer. So, excuse me. So I understand that's what makes her bad. What do you mean, dude? But the problem is, though, it isn't, though. It's perfectly sound, though. And I've got evidence to back up what I'm saying. So, whatevs. But I didn't do nothing wrong, though. I didn't do anything. That's the thing. I didn't do nothing wrong when it comes to the whole grievance against Sammy, though. I didn't do nothing wrong. She had a go at me because I called her out on shit. I don't see anything wrong with calling people out for bullshit. But, yeah. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure something out. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah. Sammy is a piece of shit, dude. You're trying to paint her as some sort of hero, man. She ain't no hero. How you figure? The beef I have with Sammy is she came out as a pedophile and actually did stuff to children. I never did. She basically bought drugs off her mum. I never bought drugs off nobody. Although, to be said, I was around people who did do drugs, as of course we already mentioned Sammy, and also other people as well that I know they actually do drugs and shit. I know a lot of people do drugs around here, but to be fair, I never done drugs myself. So there's another thing there. So how you figure that? But why though, bro? Why? Because I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong at all. And to be fair, I found out that a lot of the stories I told trying to explain shit turned out to be false as well. So, I told a lot of bullshit stories as well. It turned out to be fake, except for the ones with Sammy, because Sammy came out and told them herself. Like, she actually did ring up and to get drugs off her mum on a live stream. Sammy admitted on a live stream that she was into children. So, where do you want to go to with that? If you're trying to raise Sammy as a hero against me, well, I don't see the logic in that. You actually want to support pedophiles, dude. Which is what Sammy is. Sammy is a pedophile and a drug addict and a drug dealer. So, for what? I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. Exactly. Trust me, man. She ain't no hero. Exactly. That's my whole fucking point. Sammy's no saint, okay? And I'm not saying I'm a saint either. But to be fair, I definitely wouldn't be going around fucking kids like Sammy did. And I wouldn't be going around buying drugs off the street or buying them off family members like, say, she did. How you figure that? Yeah, I never said I was. The fact of the matter is, I at least don't do the same shit. Yeah? If you want to debate the whole concept smart thing, then I would have done the same thing. Hey, as I pointed out, that whole situation about leaving my mum on the floor had a good result in the end because it eventually made her realise that she had to go to hospital. And I didn't leave her for very long. It was only 5 minutes. So around about 5 or 10 minutes. Eh. And everything got sorted out. So to be fair, it was the right call at the right time. Even though people may disagree with it, it was the right call for the right time. And to be fair, again, that happened years ago too. But that's like way years ago. Sammy to this day still does all those stupid habits that she does back then. How do you figure that's how's that sus, dude? The fact of the matter is things happen the way it happened and there's no way to take it back and there's no way to recall it. And I'm not going to dispute that. But also you got to understand, like I said, I had back issues at the time, which I've already stated, even in the when I was stating it. I had back issues at the time. But, when it comes to looking after the babysitting the kids you're talking about. Well, here's the kicker. Actually, it wasn't both parents who were sleeping, though, dude. Correction. Vinny was still around. Mum was still around. And so was a guy called, oh, God bless his soul. Yeah, one of the other guys that was around that died as well. So there was multiple people that were around. I wasn't just looking after the kids on my own. Okay. There may be a few rare times I was left alone with the kids, but to be fair, overall, not for a long period of time. And to be fair, like I said, Vinny just did a bit of stuff in the kitchen or did some stuff in the shed. Mum did some stuff outside, mainly sometimes talking to Sammy, sometimes not, sometimes talking to Vinny, sometimes talking to Nick. So there's nothing sus about it. Basically, when I was at one of the churches, I was helping set up a table, and when I was setting up the table, I basically pulled some muscles and stuff in my back, and when I pulled the muscles in my back from lifting up a table wrong, it also dislocated my hip into my back. It dislocated my hip. So yeah, all sorts of shit like that. No. What do you mean by a roofer? No. What do you mean? I looked after the kids for a time. I babysat the kids most of the time in the context of playing Beyblades. A crocodile game where they had like a teeth that would be pulled out of a crocodile head. Beyblades, video games. Yeah, I basically was the kids' entertainment. I helped them complete some video game shit, help them do, play some Beyblades, trade some Beyblades with them, blah, blah, blah. Nah, all true, man. Mm. Man. I don't know what a quick squad is. Yeah, I watched the movie Roger Rabbit years ago. Man, so yeah, nothing wrong with that. Oh, okay. So that's the basically the shit stool, huh? Oh, I'm not a fan of Ryan. Ryan is a shit still. He's a piece of crap, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What are they talking about? No, I'm not a fan of Ryan. Fuck Ryan. Well, there isn't though. That's what I'm saying. They're making bullshit up, making it sound wrong when there's nothing wrong. No, Nicole Arbor is actually not a bad person. She's a cool chick. Nothing weirder about it. She's awesome. She's a good person. Just fucking old Ryan had to bash on her, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, good, interesting to know, Mojo Joe, that you keep talking about my ass fitting on a toilet seat. Mm-hmm. Good to know that you like thinking about that shit. Talking about my shit. Stupid narcissists. A lot of them. Whatever, Sally Bra. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. NA, nice. ESA, LSA is an anti spray on trains. Nah, whatever. You don't understand that hearsay is not just a there's not just a thing on trains, you dipshit. Hearsay and conjectures are there's a type of things we talk about speculation. Of course, you wouldn't know nothing about that, would you? NA nice. But anyway. Mm. Not yet. I know a lot of stuff that was said about Kawaba was bullshit. Nah, there isn't actually. And I wasn't a stranger to them though. I knew their mum and dad. Like I knew, first of all, I knew Candice, and I also knew Talia, the other girl as well. The both of them. I knew them. They weren't strange. They weren't strangers. The kids weren't strangers to me. I knew them, so there was absolutely nothing wrong with any of that stuff. Nothing. You're clutching at straws when you say that. You're just clutching at straws. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. Uh, anyway, back to Ryan Upchurch. Yeah. Uh, no, absolutely not. No. She didn't. No. She didn't actually accuse Ryan of drugging her drink. Nah. That story right there, first of all, came from basically fucking oh, what's her face? Oh, that black chick on one of the shows is a bit delusional. Candace Owens, that came from her. That bullshit story, yeah. No, what Nicole Arbor said was that what Nicole Arbor said, she got roofied when she was hanging out with Ryan. She never actually accused Ryan of actually drugging her drink. She said that basically she got roofied, aka put that sort of date rape drug was put in her drink when she wasn't around, and just so happened to be when Ryan was around. She wasn't actually implying anything. She wasn't trying to state anything. She just thought it was just a bit weird that it just so happened that Ryan happened to be around at that same point. But that being said, Ryan showed through that he didn't do nothing, and she even said that he didn't do nothing when he basically stayed with Nicole Arbor while she was going through that drug withdrawal and all that shit that was happening when she got roofied. So, and they eventually took her to the hospital and shit. So none of all this bullshit about, her accusing Ryan of drugging her drink. No. People took that out of context. What actual context was that she was hanging out with Ryan at the time at the pub or the club that they were at, and her drink was spiked. And people just assumed that they put two and two together, stating that she was saying that Ryan actually spiked the drink. That's not true. She was just hanging out with Ryan when her drink was spiked, but there's no guarantee that he did it. I wouldn't put it past him myself, but then that's just me saying that. Well, to be fair, there is still an ongoing debate about her and Jelly Roll. I don't know if the actual suing is still going on and still in legal battle. As far as I'm aware of, they're still constantly at battle at the moment. And by the way, he did a Jelly Roll boy, Jelly Belly, tried to claim he was going to assault Nicole Arbor when he saw her next, because he was basically lied to by Ryan. And so he thought he'd try and stand up for his mate Ryan to go smash Nicole Arbor in the face. So, because of what fucking Ryan said to Jelly Roll, that's what got Jelly Belly all upset and decided he wanted to go flatten Nicole Arbor because of the bullshit that Candace Owens and fucking Ryan Upchurch said, which is complete utter bullshit for the pair of them. Anyway, back to business. Yeah, but here's the kicker, though. You've got to also understand where it's coming from. That, again, when it comes to that whole story with Sammy, me and my mum looking after Sammy and Sammy's kids, right? You got to understand that Sammy was on drugs at that time, so a lot of the things that Sammy was saying was absolute bullshit because she was high on drugs at the time. If Sammy wasn't high on her drugs, right, at the time, I would think there's something sus about me too if I was told that story that she told about me. But to be fair, she was on drugs at the time, so a lot of stuff she believed she was seeing was all delusional. I mean, she reckons she saw shadows and demons, like shadow demons and all that shit, and reckons she saw like an angel beam of light thing walking around her backyard. She was having a lot of psychedelic delusions, and I believe one of those psychedelic delusions was she's thinking I was being inappropriate with bouncing a child up and down my knee, which wasn't the case. I was never inappropriate with any of the children. But Sammy believed that because she was high as fuck at the time. A lot of stuff happens when people were on drugs, man. They believe and make up stories and get themselves into a whole heap of shit. Yeah, I dropped the link. Oh, you want the link dropped again, little? Oh, you little me. I know I'm not going to deal with you, bro. You're a piece of shit, man. Oh, no. No. You do the band. I don't want nothing to do with you, little me. You're a piece of shit, man. I want nothing to do with you. Get the fuck out of my chat. You're not worth spitting on, little me. You're a piece of shit. You're a troll. You're a troublemaker, and I want nothing to do with you. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to get into that in a minute. Nah, because I didn't do anything wrong. The fact of the matter is, if I did do something wrong, then I'd be arrested by now, wouldn't I? I'd be in prison, not on live stream right now. The fact of the matter is, if I did anything illegal and wrong... by the way, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with it at all. I even spoke to a doctor about it, The doctor said there's nothing wrong with it either. So if a doctor thinks nothing what I did was nothing wrong, then clearly there was nothing wrong with what I did. And I still stand by that. I didn't do nothing wrong. I was just babysitting kids. So what? Big deal. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. No. Wrong again. Nah. Wrong again, Tony. That's wrong too. You're completely wrong. That's not what I said. No, that's not what I said at all. Wrong. Actually, you're weird for making up bullshit. You're the one who's gross for thinking stupid shit, man. Yeah. I'm not exposed though. That's the stupid part about it. Yeah, people say that. Oh, you're gonna expose. May I remind you, Tony? It was your mate Belushi who made up bullshit and fake screenshots to try and get me out of a Jurassic Park group that I was actually enjoyed being in. And there's nothing wrong with the Jurassic Park group. And if there was kiddos in there, which I didn't know nothing about, I still was respectful, and it was in a public place, in a public forum, namely a Discord. So to be fair, I did nothing wrong with that either. So a lot of people say that I did a lot of bullshit, and there's nothing I did nothing wrong. Mate, you want you think I'm the freak? Hey man, you just made up a whole lot of lies and bullshit right there in that last quarter of a message, bro. And you think I'm the one who's the freak, mate? Tony, you're full of shit, mate. You don't know your back end from your front end, mate. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to defame. You don't know who to go after. You don't know who to protect. You don't know shit from shit, Tony. Uh, nah, that never happened. Mum never bought drugs, never sold drugs. Nope. That was a lie that Sammy made up because I came out and I said we gave basically the only drugs we ever gave Sammy was an osteopanadol. That's it. When her and Vinny had headaches one time, she said, "Yeah, come on, come out here. Let's, we could use some Panadol." So we gave him some Panadol. We also gave Sammy multiple things, like what was it? We got her iced coffees, and we got her fucking ice cream and cake and shit. Like we brought lots of stuff out for Sammy, but that's as far as it went. Sammy tells the bullshit story saying that my mum sold my dad's drugs to her, which is bullshit considering my neighbour actually got most of my dad's drugs when he passed it over to him, which mum and myself did not even know about until I talked to my next door neighbour about it. He's like, yeah, your dad just gave me a white paper bag with all my drugs in it, with all drugs in it, and said, no, here, you can take them, I don't want them. Which goes to show that my dad was a piece of shit in that respect because he was supposed to take the drugs to help him get better and to cope with cancer, but there you go. No drugs. My mum never bought drugs, never sold drugs, nothing. My mum never did that. Only Sammy's mum did that shit. My mum never did that. Hey, I already put it out there, Tony. I already put it out, dude. If you missed it, that's on you. Nah, you're the one who's adding shit, man. You put all these bullshit stories together. No, I never did. You're making shit up, bro. Nah. Well, yeah. Well, if you want to call Tony a PDF, be my guest. But nah, I'm not. Mm, mm. Yeah. Actually, first of all, I'm not 40. I'm 39, bro. So let's get that one thing straight. I'm not 40 yet. I'm 39, and also on top of the note, my mum has also had stuff going on with the fact of she had a fall, and I'm looking after her. So take that as what you will. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, well, actually, she did. She had the fall, dude. She did have the fall and did it to herself. Like had the fall, you know. I've got no beef with that, but yeah, I'm not triggered at all. I'm actually kind of smooth and past most of all, glossing over this, man. I already did. All right, Tony. If you must. But I don't really see where it's going to go, man, because you know I don't like you, Tony. You know I don't like you, bro. Boom. I do. I sell stuff on eBay. And also, two reasons. Two reasons. One, I sell stuff on eBay. And second, it's because I'm looking after my mum, which takes most of my time, you know, looking after my mum, doing stuff around the house for her, getting her meals, getting her drinks, getting her food, all that sort of stuff, right? Most of all that comes down from that, you know, making sure that she's doing well. So, technically speaking, looking after my mum is technically somewhat of a job if you want to get down to it. But also another reason is because, I'm selling stuff on eBay. So, it's technically a job, in my opinion. Because I'm not really afraid of you, dude. It's just, you just find you so annoying. You just annoy the fuck out of me, man. I just can't be bothered dealing with you. You're just an annoying troll. That's all you are, dude. You're just annoying troll boy. You just love to troll. And that's where I draw the line. I just can't be bothered with you, man. You know? You're just a massive troll. It's not that I'm afraid of you, man. It's just, you're just a troll. Like, that's all you know how to do is just be a troll. And what's the point in talking to a troll? You know, all you're just trying to do is like, yes, but you did this, blah, 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 you said that, blah, 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 you did this, you did that, blah, 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 blah. Oh, now you're saying this. Oh, now you're saying that. Yeah. Listen, I know how the system of trolling works, bro. You're dealing with a professional troll, man. I used to troll a few people most of the time with a lot of stuff. So, little me, I'm just not into you, bro. You know? I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to mention you. I don't want to see your ugly mug, man. I don't want to hear your ugly voice either. You just don't really faze me. It's like I don't want nothing to do with you. It's not about being afraid of you, man. It's just I find you just so annoying. I just don't want nothing to do with an annoying piece of shit. It's not about me. Toney! Uncle Tony's here. Hey now, the horse is here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Dan. Now, put me back on the screen, Dan. What's going on?
Yeah, well, like I said, you're the one who wants to be the star of the
No,
show, so
let's
let's
talk.
go
Well,
on.
I'm helping you, if anything, Dan. What are you talking about? So
Yeah.
first,
Oh,
no, first of
trying
all,
to help me. Trying to help me. Mate,
no,
last time
I'm trying to get an understanding. No, but I'm trying to get an
stop it,
understanding. I'm trying to get an understanding, Dan.
man. Mate, I know your bullshit game, man.
No, but you let Freshie and the rest of them control the narrative with you.
Oh, bullshit, man.
Well, do you know about the 15-year-old that Belushi was dating?
What the fuck was that about?
See, so you don't know some things, right? That's the whole reason why he was being gay
Well,
upped. So how about you put me back on the screen and we can talk about that, Dan?
no
See,
porn
there we
bombing.
go. Okay, there. Don't what?
No porn bombing.
I don't do that, Dan. I'm a professional when it comes to this stuff. So yeah, Belushi was 19 years old. Was the finding outcome. Charts and a bunch of the guys over there. Charles Barkley found out that Belushi was talking to 15-year-old children and was dating a 15-year-old he knew when she was 13.
Fucking hell, man. Is that real? Was that real? Or is that just bullshit people were trying to
No,
run
no,
in?
no, 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 no. That Charles Barkley, Tiz.chart on Discord, and a whole bunch of other guys got added into a call and told me about this. And then Belushi confirmed it with Gorilla Liz. Anyway, so Dan, let's talk about you, bro. Fucking so there was this allegation. I remember there was, right. It was something about a church. What
Yeah,
happened with that
apparently
again?
it never happened. Huh. Who
Wait,
knew, right?
It never happened? What do you mean? You got into
Yeah.
great detail. You said that she
No, I
was
thought it happened,
crying.
but it never did.
She was crying on stage from what I remember. Her boyfriend was there. You were told that she had demons in her, or you were told the Holy Spirit was in her, and then you walked up to her and grabbed her chest or something?
No.
I'm pretty sure that was on Belushi's stream. I'm pretty sure you said that.
No.
And then
No.
wait, didn't you say that you bounced what was her name? Sammy Pepper's children on your knee and then she came?
No.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said there was like a Harry Potter tool of some sort that children use to get off. That's your words.
Not exactly.
Okay, so what was that? Maybe I'm confused. Maybe again, clear it up for me, Dan.
No, I can't be bothered addressing it again.
You can't be.
But mind you though, I will address some stuff,
okay.
which I know you're going
I appreciate
to
that.
have fun with.
I'm not trying to have fun. I'm here to clear up rumors, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I seen you in the comments with Kermit Frog, the weirdo doxer pedophile.
I was like, what was it? Well, yeah, I remember you saying that in the side chat. What the fuck are you talking about? This Kermit Frog?
So on your channel, if you scroll through any of your videos, Dan, I've reached out to you about Toney, Then you put under those comments, yeah, Toney's a fucking piece of shit, So
you turned on me last time we spoke.
Well, I mean, why? Again, did you see the way that you were acting? You started talking shit about me as soon as you went on your live.
Fuck off, man. I was in a live stream with you, in a private the VC call with you, with a bunch of Belushi and all them mugs, and you started shitting on me, man. You started saying, I'm going to sue you, Dan. You didn't. You're going to sue my ass. Fuck off.
Dan, do you not see the reasons, though? There's allegations being made, and you didn't want to actually clear them up. How am I supposed to help someone to be a part of something with someone if I don't know the full truth?
I was trying to do that with you in VC chat, and
so
also I was worried about you, man.
Can we do this today?
What really pissed me off? You know what really pissed me off with you, Tony? Is when you told that story about your dad and shit, I was really worried and concerned about you, bro. I was basically pissing myself, worried about where you were and where you're at. That's the reason why I kept messaging you, bro. It wasn't stalking or harassing you, bro. I was concerned for your health and well-being because I know drug addicts and I know what they are capable of doing. You know, Sammy Prepper held me at fucking knife point through fucking bricks through my fucking window. For fuck's sake. All because I added it for drugs.
Right. Damn, but it's just. And
then after all that, you didn't get back to me. The next minute I find out, you fed up set up a fucking VC chat, and then have all those fuckers in the chat, and then you say, oh, Dan, I'm going to sue your ass. Don't even call me. Don't even message me. Oh, Dan, you're a piece of shit. And all this fucking bullshit, Tony. Well, what the fuck?
Well, Dan, there's allegations. Dan, there was allegations being made and no cleared rumors.
And you didn't even bother discussing it with me.
I tried to, Dan. How many times did I come up on your live when S1K and then you let them up and then you kicked me? We tried this numerous times. I tried talking to you about it on your platform.
You tried to basically control the live
stream.
So okay,
so listen. But that's how it works, Dan. Is that when there's allegations being made, someone comes up, they address the allegations, and then you clear the rumors up. Correct?
That's normally how it worked.
But that's what I'm saying. So how am I supposed to conduct something? It's supposed to be professional if the other person isn't reciprocating that.
Because we need to discuss it before we go live. I mean, duh.
So so we're here right now. Let's clear some of these things up.
No, we've already been there, done that. You want to
we can clear it up right now. I'm willing to hear you out. Dan.
Dude, okay. Well, first off, let's get back to that story about the church situation.
Okay.
I actually looked it up. I spoke to the actual boyfriend, right?
Right.
And I told him what was going on and shit.
Okay.
I actually rang the dude up. And this is not bullshit, Tony. I actually rang up the dude.
Are you able to provide screenshots on private? Wait, are you able to go into the private messages later and show me those screenshots? So I don't have to show those live, but are you able to show me that so I know for at least personal mind that there is something being done about this and that the rumors are clear? I can come up on here and clear it for you, and that could be someone else who's clearing this.
Nah, not worth it, man. I mean,
but then again, Dan, it doesn't sound like you reached out to him then.
Well, I did anyway. Back to the point.
So what was his name? What was his name then, Dan?
Josh.
Josh from where and how old was he?
Well, I definitely know he's definitely old. Definitely old. Like he is old. I'll tell you, probably.
If they were old, that girl was only. I believe you said 16 or 17, correct?
No, that's what I said. That's what she looked like. But then again, that's where we're at.
But so
But
if she was 15 or 16, but listen, I get that, but if she was 15 or 16, wouldn't that mean that the boyfriend at the time is 15 or 16? I'm pretty sure you're what, 37, 38? So wouldn't you be the older person? I think someone around 21, even 20, might not be as old as you're saying, Dan. I see that there's a bit of an issue there, no?
I don't know. Because also, I don't really talk about people's ages, man. I just know
but then it goes into doesn't that fall into the whole you got caught on the Dino Discord with children?
Yeah, by the way, we all know that Belushi faked those screenshots.
No, but he didn't because I'm the one who screenshotted it.
That's not the way Belushi tells it.
Right, because Belushi also told everyone he leaked Keemstar's contract when it was me who gave it to him. Right. So there's certain things that I
trying to get the credit for what Belushi did, or is it
not at all? So this is so my DM show. Otherwise, and I can show you later on in our private call when we go and talk, Dan, that I can show you that it's me who's the one who's doing all these things. So number one, you had the Dino Discord tag, correct? You had the server tag.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Wait. Did you have the Discord server tag? I answered your question.
Yeah.
Right. So you had the Dino server tag. So when I went into that server and I put at Smile Revelations, then your name, right? And then it shows me all the messages that you've been in. Wouldn't that show all the messages? Right. And so in one of the screenshots where I showed that I did that, it shows over 500 messages in there. Why would you put over 500 messages in a child server?
First of all, it's not a child server.
It's just like you could say that about Roblox.
No, not necessarily.
Yes.
No. Because Roblox is actually geared.
It can be ran by an adult, but it can be geared towards children, and that's what that server was. It was ran by an adult, and it was manufactured for children to begin. And I think you knew that.
No, it wasn't. It was actually manufactured for adults. But then
so what game was it? What game was it?
What do you mean?
What game was the? Well, you said it was a role-playing server, so you obviously role-played in a game, right? Or was it just pretending to be a dinosaur with children?
What do you mean? Try to thought.
I'm trying to clear the air here, Dan. You were in a server that was either pretending to be role-playing on a game with children as dinosaurs, or you were in a Discord role-playing as a dinosaur still with children.
No.
Right. So one of the screenshots where it shows one of the profiles where you literally added them was a 13-year-old in their bio.
Well, I didn't know that. Sorry.
But you still added them, Dan. Don't you think that there's an issue if you're not doing your research?
I didn't add them.
But with the amount of allegations that have come out against you, don't you think you would be better prepared and make sure that you're not around these types of people so these allegations don't come out? Wouldn't that be? I'm just talking about preventing yourself from getting in trouble. No.
Actually, to be fair, it actually clears me a lot more if you think about it. Let me explain. If I'm in a public place, and there's nothing.
So would you? So Dan, would you go to a Chuck E. Cheese right now?
No.
So why?
Because
there's adults there. There's adults there, though. That's what you're saying. Is there's adults there, though? Is it because there's children there? Correct?
No.
Right. You won't go to Chuck E. Cheese because there's children there. Yes.
No.
Right.
No.
So you're uncomfortable. I've heard you say to your mouth, children make you uncomfortable.
No, you're not getting
so
it.
So I remember something along the lines of 1 second. I'm not doing anything. I'm asking these questions collectively. I'm not yelling. I'm not getting angry, right, Dan? We're having a discussion man to man. If you don't want to have a talk, I can dip if you don't want to talk, Dan. If you want to continue your live stream and say continue shitting it, go ahead and keep having people come into your chat and keep shitting on you instead of clearing things up and then they get to the point. No?
Anyway, so while we're here, why don't we actually have a look at the chat, shall we?
Ask him about over 300 little girls he was busted being friends with on Facebook.
No. By the way, it wasn't little girls, by the way.
Okay. So how old were the girls?
Again, I don't know. There's a big story behind that.
Okay, so let me hear that.
There's a big story behind that one.
Yeah.
Basically, I can't. Yeah, that's also, by the way, I think it was. Sammy's Beck said it was over 300, but basically it was over like 1,000. I mean, Beck.
Is this Beck Green
stuff? No, Beck is in Sammy Prepper's Beck.
No, Beck Greene, Becky Greenie or something, right?
No.
Okay.
And it's Beck, basically Misfit Beck. Misfit
Yes,
Beck.
Beck subscribed to my YouTube. I know who Beck is.
Yeah, Misfit Beck. Yeah.
Yes.
So that chick, she used to be friends with Sammy, used to be friends with me. But back to the point with that situation, Sammy was messing with my Facebook.
So did she go onto your Facebook and add these children?
Yeah, that's what I. They were normally add the children, add people that looked young. Now I don't know what they look to me. They look young. They could the thing like they look like 17, 18, 19. But then again, most of those people were also like some like Chinese people, like some Asian people who look even in that society. Those people look young.
So could there possibly have been any children between the ages of 6 and 12 on that added? Possibly that if you could look at one of them.
I didn't add the people up, so I don't
know. But you obviously took. I know, but you obviously, if you're saying right, you obviously see there was Chinese people and there was whites and people, maybe there was right. If you looked at them, would you be able to tell if they were between the ages of 6 and 12?
Yeah,
where would you guess them?
Pretty much.
So there was like young children looking on the profile.
No.
But you said yes.
And in the context, I said, listen, bro, I said I'll be able to recognize the difference between if it was like a child's account or not. That's what I said. That's what we agreed to.
But did you do the research and going through all of them and unadding them after that? Or did you just leave the children added?
No, I didn't leave them
added. So how would everyone know about this then?
Huh?
How does everybody know about this then if you unadded them and you took precautions?
Here's the kicker. That's what I'm trying to say. This is what we're getting down to.
All right, yeah, we're getting down to that.
Let me explain what happened, right?
Yeah.
During this whole bullshit, right? Me and Beck became friends over beef with Sammy and stuff.
Is this the Beck who you had the nudes of in your Discord server?
Allegedly, by the way, you
still haven't proven that. I mean, it's not alleged because I didn't screen record their nudes because I'm not a weirdo. You know, Dan, you have. So was there a videos and pics section in your server?
What was that?
Was there a videos and pics section in your server?
Yeah.
Right. And so near the top of that, was there not photos of Beck, Sammy, and a couple of other ones in sexual positions?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't know, Dan. You were the one who posted it.
So you say. Anyway, back to the point. Let's get back to the point at hand. I was telling you a story, bro.
Yes, of course.
So more or less, now whether you want to believe it or
not, remember what you just said, a story. Right.
Yeah, because
your version, not the actual version of events.
Well, it's in your little peat brain of a mind, yeah. But anyway, let's get back to the crux of the matter. So, also had a witness at the time who come forward and said they saw the actual.
Who was the witness?
Basically, one of the Sammy's ex-friends who saw that stuff go down.
Are we able to say that? I know it's pretty public on who Sammy's friends are.
No, because there's a bit of a legal thing going on between the two at the present, so I can't actually drop names.
I don't think that actually counts, because if it was a legal thing between them, it wouldn't be a legal thing between you guys. You're not in that.
But here's the thing: if I bring it up, then there's not much. Then they'll.
But Dan, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, Dan. You're allowed to say it, bro.
I don't think so.
But Dan, here's the kicker. You're able to say it. Let's just get to the facts, bro. We got to clear this up. Again, it's just like the guy, this Josh fellow, right, that you called. We're not able to clear the rumors without actually proof or facts, right? Because a lot of the people in the chat are going off of logic. I think a lot of the times you're going off of fantasy. I don't think it's reality that you may be living in, Dan. Do you think that a lot of the boxes and a lot of the mess behind you plays into the mental health stuff that you may be going through?
No, because I did a cleanup recently, dude. There was a whole stack of boxes over in that corner.
Okay.
I actually just cleaned up.
Well, where's the little stuffed animal?
Oh, you mean Pikachu? All those guys?
Yes.
Over there.
Okay.
Over there. On that pile that still need to.
Well, let's get back to the main point of this. Was the two children that you were babysitting, right?
I was like, we still haven't.
Okay. You want to clear the rumors on this one first? Okay, let's get to that first.
Because we keep jumping between the three stories, bro. Let's clear.
Well, I'm dealing with a lot. I mean, I have it written down here of just everything that I remember and have gone over with you, because this is how I work, Dan. I mark things down to be able to go over, because if you say something,
you still get stuff wrong. So
Well, maybe am I getting it wrong, or
Yep.
are you getting the stories fed? Because I remember there was somebody in the chat earlier that said that you add details sometimes. Do you think sometimes you get mixed up with the mental health? Maybe that plays into it. That the mental health, maybe you blocked out certain. I mean, that would explain why sometimes you don't remember the stories correctly, or some of the actions that you did do. It may explain the reasonings behind this. No,
not exactly.
I think so. It's not the mental health. So there is no mental health explanation for the way that you act. It's just you full sound of mind.
Here we go.
What do you mean here you go, Dan? I'm trying to have a discussion with you on a
no. You're trying to set me up, bro. I know this.
How am I setting you up?
Because you're trying to put words in my mouth.
I'm trying to clarify this entire time. I haven't had any clarification. The only things you've said to me
I'm trying to clarify. You keep shutting me down, bro.
But you keep saying I don't want to talk about that, or it's not that big of a deal, or here's the kicker, and then you don't actually get to the point.
Getting to it, but you
keep let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Back to the point.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Basically, when it came to the thing, I was at Sammy's. When it came to the thing about the computer stuff, I used to use Sammy's laptop and computer to log into my Facebook and shit like that. Now, one time I forgot to log out, and apparently me and my mum had to leave because we were fighting with Sammy's friend at the time. Not to mention that was also a setup by Sammy as well, me and her friend fighting. But any case.
How was that a setup? Sorry, how was that a setup?
Because basically I was being told stuff about that person and from Sammy, and then Sammy would go and run to that person and tell shit about me to that person.
So was she saying real things about you was she saying real things about him to you?
No, or the other person? Yeah, no.
Yeah, so that person, did she so any of the stuff that she told you wasn't real?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so what kind of stuff did she say about him?
What did she say about the friend? Said her friend was a drug dealer. Said her friend used to run drugs with her and all this bullshit.
So what about trying to contact Buff's kid on Roblox and having a phone app?
I'll figure that out too. What happened with that? I know what happened with that.
Okay.
First of all, it wasn't actually Buff. It was actually his friend.
Well, I have a connection with Buff. Buff is a good friend of mine and a bunch of people that I'm with. So I'm curious on if there's any.
The first thing you got to check out is Craig with Paranormal Spirit Chasers, right?
I know Craig. I know Craig pretty well. He just went to a cemetery recently with another.
Again, we're also jumping to this other different story. But
well, I think this is important. I think this is important stuff.
Okay. So what I believe happened with that is I was trying to message and call Craig, right? But because Craig gave his phone and gave access to Roblox and all that shit to his son via his account through Discord, and I was trying to contact Craig, the messages and all that shit went to his kiddo. Well, it wasn't supposed to go to his kiddo, it was supposed to go to Craig. So that's because he allowed the kid.
But then how does it work on Roblox? So you tried reaching out to Craig on Roblox?
But no, because Roblox is tied into Discord, right?
No, it's not. So you can't receive messages. You can't receive messages from Discord on Roblox.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. Yes,
I've done hundreds of these types of talks.
Well, then how else would that happen, dude?
You might have made so. Again, Dan, I don't believe so. Later on, I would like to go over in a call with you for you to go onto Roblox and sign in through a Gmail account on any of your Gmails.
No way, I'm not going
No. Oh, so why? Because you will already have a previous account of Roblox. Have you had a Roblox account in the past?
Nope.
So then why wouldn't you wouldn't be willing to go and log in through a Gmail account that you already previously have? Why not?
Because I don't go nowhere near Roblox. I hate it.
But you obviously have an account.
No, I don't.
Because what you just said, the Discord, right? The only way, if your logic is Discord is connected to Roblox, right? That's what you said. And that Discord can send messages to Roblox. Wouldn't that mean that you would have to have a Roblox account too connected to Discord to send that message?
No, it would mean that I was connected. No, it wasn't. I was.
But then how would Discord register on your end that you're messaging from another Roblox account? Because so the way messages work, right, is that it would have to come from one source to a middle source, right? That one source is your Roblox account that goes to Discord, which then goes to another Discord account, which then goes to Roblox. There's 4 ways that message will be sent. Correct. So if you're saying really. So that means that you would have had to have a previous Roblox account,
which I never did. So,
but
So
Your logic, or your own logic, Dan, that you just said that you would have had to.
That's the only thought I figured out. I thought that was the
So
possibility.
do you think your Discord could have signed you up for a Roblox account? You just didn't know because it's connected?
Nah.
How do you know if it's connected that Roblox is connected? No,
because I'm saying that Craig's was. I'm not saying mine was.
I know, but how would how would his kid's Roblox account be connected to his Discord?
You asked me. I don't know how to play games.
I'm asking you because you're the one who said it, and then you're the one coming up with the explanation, right, Dan? So that's what I'm just trying to.
Well, the only explanation I thought of, that was the only thing that comes to mind. That basically. Okay. That's the only thing that came to my mind was that basically Craig used his account to log into Roblox and log into everything through.
Do you have any previous usernames like that you've ever used in the past, Dan? Do you play Xbox or PS4? Are you a gamer type of guy?
Yeah, but I don't go online.
Shit. What did you used to play? I used to have an Xbox 360. I have a PS5 right now, but right now I can't wait for GTA 6.
Dude, what do you play? I have everything. I've got
everything. Shit, you got everything?
Yep. Xbox, PlayStation.
Man, you cooking. You cooking.
Xbox,
why aren't you doing gameplays?
Huh? Because like I said, I don't do online gaming.
I feel like that's a niche market that you could. But Dan, what kind of usernames do you have? Like mine was eHarmony Baby 173.
Like I said, I don't play online.
So. No, I know, but you would have had to sign up for an account for PS and Xbox.
Only if you had the access.
No, but to be able to download things and run games, you would have had to make it.
Yeah, but I don't do that. I don't go with the physical copies.
Okay, but if you had any of the newer games, not a lot of PS5 games are releasing digital copy. It's a code that you get.
Well, not exactly, because I've still got ones that are physical copies.
Oh, what physical copies of the PS5 do you
have? The present stage of Jurassic World Evolution 2 and Evolution 3, I believe.
So wait, Jurassic Park, isn't that the Jurassic Park server that you were in?
But here's the kicker with that Jurassic World server thing. That was like I was only focused on the fossil side of stuff with that thing. I wasn't
the fossils. What was in there about fossils? What could a 13-year-old know that Google didn't know?
Nah, well, apparently there's lots of photos and stuff in there, fossils and stuff. So that's what we're talking about.
So there's lots of photos from children in there that like post different things.
No, don't play games with me, Tony.
But if they're what I'm saying, fossils. So they're showing photos of fossils. The children in that server send fossil photos and dinosaur photos.
Well, the people that are running the server.
Did you ever? Could there have been a possibility that you have ever added any of these people in the server?
Nah, I never added anybody from the server.
But you didn't know. You didn't know their age, so.
I didn't bother asking that either, so I didn't even bother. I don't add up people, Tony, unless I want to be friends with them. And there's no.
So you didn't. So but you did at one of them.
No, I didn't.
Right, you said basically. Yeah.
Basically, I was talking to them in that thing, but I wasn't like privately messaging them or anything like that. I didn't even know that person was a kid. So take it as you will. So and then I don't know if it's even true or not either, because I'm not actually back in there, am I? So I don't need to go back. I haven't actually gone back and look for myself to see if that person was a kid or not. I don't even know.
How many online groups, how many online relationships have you formulated with anyone under the age of 18?
None. Oh, none.
But that didn't sound very confident. How about we just get to the real truth?
No. Well, I was trying to think, but no, it's none I can think of.
So going off of that, so since there's nothing there, right? The two children that you were babysitting, from my memory, right, is that what you said to me was the one child had developed feelings for you. You told her that you were like a big brother to her, right? And that it took you a month to realize that her kissing you and finding you that like in an attractive way, that was wrong, correct?
I think that's why I said something along those lines.
Right. Then so that's what I'm saying. Where am I mixed up with that? A child kissed you, right? And then it took you a month to realize that it was wrong. And then you separated from that situation after a month of knowing it was wrong, right?
But here's the kicker. What you're trying to say is that was a whole relationship in that whole situation. There was no relationship, bro.
But you still were around them babysitting them, correct? During that month?
Yeah.
But that's not what you said. You said that you had still been around them. There were still things. Your camera went up a little bit, Dan. You might want to adjust your camera when you hit
sorry.
No worries. I'm trying to just make sure that your stuff's all working for the lines and whatnot. Yeah, of course. Again, Dan, it just doesn't. And then so those same two children were bouncing on your knee, correct?
Yeah, it has happened. Yeah.
Okay, and then something along the lines of something about stimulation from
Now
my
here's the
memory.
kicker.
Right.
Okay, let's get to this crux of the
Yeah,
matter.
of course.
Sammy came out with a fucking bullshit story that basically me bouncing the child up and down was a nefarious act. Yeah.
Right.
But it was bullshit because I didn't have any of those kind of thoughts, right? Or I didn't think that way. Then I tried to do a bit of digging around, trying to figure out what was making her think things like that. And then
Right. What makes how old was she again? 7, 8, 12? How old was she again at that time?
Yeah, I think they're roughly about
8 years old, correct? Yeah. So she was an 8-year-old, and you had to process in your mind why an 8-year-old would think you were good looking and would find you attractive, correct?
No.
I'm trying to understand where that mindset came from. You said you were trying to understand what was the conclusion. No, but what was the conclusion? But what was the no? But it's the same story. What was the conclusion, right? Because you said what was going through your mind, right? Why she was thinking like that? What was the conclusion?
No. When I was referring to she thinking like that, I was referring to Sammy thinking.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. What was the conclusion of that thought?
I just didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. Then I have a clue, and then like I said, I talked to Beck about stuff, and then basically Beck and convinced me, thinking that I did do something nefarious, which wasn't true.
So what was brought up about the toy?
Oh, that's a whole lot of bullshit. I'm not going to go over
that. I would like to get into it because that relates to the same situation. You said that we're jumping from thing to thing, right? And that was in the same scenario. Correct with those two. So Beck, who was it? Sammy's child and her friend. Correct that you were babysitting, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So those two, there was some type of Harry Potter device.
No, they didn't have that.
Well, what was the toy that you were referring to? Because you had said it on the line.
Yeah. Well, I said I'm not going to go over that one. I'm not going over that.
Well, I would like, Dan, again, how do we clear things up between us if you're not getting to the actual point of our conversation? Because
I'm not getting to that point of that part of the story because I haven't seen any point in it. Because basically it was all bullshit.
How was it bullshit? It did happen.
It was
correct?
Bullshit.
But it did happen? Hey, you don't want to go over it. It did happen though, correct?
In what context?
You haven't given me actual context to the actual situation. All that I know out of your mouth, right? Out of your mouth, right? All I have heard was that there was a device for children that one of them had. They had used it.
No, they didn't have the device.
Okay, so now we cleared up. So they didn't have this device. You had brought up a device to them.
No.
Okay. In a whole, you went on a live stream and talked about a device that children use for stimulation. Is that the result of that?
Not exactly.
So how did it go down?
Basically, I was trying to say when. No, I'm not going to go there.
No, Dan, we're good, bro.
No. You're trying to pull an entrapment thing on me, bro.
How is this entrapment? You can't get arrested for any of this online. I guarantee you there's probably, I'm in Canada. I'm not in the US, so I don't know what the statutes of limitation are in Australia. I don't know about these things, right? So again, Dan, we can get to these points and move on, or we can continue bullshitting each other to our faces, and we have to continue going to the same thing, right? People in the chat will continue asking you the same things because there's no actual answers given because you've gone over it back to back that I don't want to get into this. So then you're going to be in chat. The trolls will continue to be in your chat if you don't address the situations, right? Because for this situation, so clear the room. We're up. Tell the truth.
I've done it 1,000 times over.
So tell me here and now, and we can get through the truth and move on with this, Dan. I don't have to talk about this anymore.
That's not going to stop you from doing it.
It will. I'm not going to go over this shit anymore with you. Once we get to the point, if I understand that a situation didn't happen, if you just went onto a live stream and you explained yourself, right, and you said something that maybe was supposed to be used as shock value, okay, whatever, right? But if situations that actually happen to a child, then we have a completely different situation. So what is the situation that happened, Dan?
The only situation as far as the whole bouncing the child up and down my knee, that's all that really happened. No, it's nothing nefarious. Okay. Yes. Sammy tells the story saying she claims that I was grunting.
I don't want them to go off of Sammy's word. Go off of what
that's what she said.
Go off of what you said, Dance. Don't say, because then people are going to use that against you. He said, Sammy, what happened? You tell me from your version of events, how did it go down?
Basically, okay, yes. How did it go down? I just bounced the child up and down on my knee. Nothing bad happened. That's it. That's what happened. We went up, we left, nothing bad happened. But then Sammy ran that story because she wanted to try and ramish and tarnish my reputation.
So you bounced the child on your leg, and then you went onto a live stream, right? And they accused you of stimulating a child. Why would the mother of that child say that?
Because I ousted her for her drug dealing behavior.
But what is the correlation between drug dealing and child pedophilia?
Well, actually, we could get into a whole big fight about that, dude. Okay. There's a whole.
I'm not trying to fight. I don't want to fight. I'd rather just get to the answers, right?
But we could get into a discussion about that some other time, dude. But for the context of basically, Sammy wanted to get revenge on me because I ousted her for her drug stuff, right? I ousted her for her drug dealing behavior and also lying about her friend. All this stuff. I basically tried to confront Sammy with it. She just didn't take no kindness to it. Then I said, of course, she come and trash my place, held me at knife point, all this bullshit, all this stuff that happened.
But what would make her accuse you of doing something to a child?
Because she was trying to rubbish me, dude. She was
has the child confirmed this as well?
That's the funny thing, dude. There was nothing going on about that.
But I don't think it's funny. I don't think the situation's funny, right? It's not a funny thing, right? Because if a child was exploited or a child was harmed, then there has to be things. If you did the child has made these accusations against you.
Nope. Sammy,
but you just said
the accusations.
But did her child back up those claims? Her child is older now. I know that for a fact because Sammy said that on live. Her child is older, right? Yeah. So did she back up these claims, Dan?
Anyway.
So she backed up the claims.
But we don't know if that was actually a form of coaching that either.
I know, but still she backed up the claims though, correct? She went onto a live stream. It's not about what is fantasy, it is about what happened, Dan. It's not about what we think we know. It's going off of what we actually know and what is in front of our faces. Right? And when all these, I've seen a matter of 10 children in your life that have some sort of ways have you been accused. So why is it that the church
10? Also, where did the 10 come from?
There was 3 children in the Jurassic server that you were connected with. There was 3 children that you were connected with in the Jurassic server. You had a child. You had a child in the church. You had Sammy's
that's a child.
Hold up. Child in it. She was 16. Child in the church. Okay. Then we have Sammy's child. Then we have Sammy's friend, right? The child. And then we have apparently 300 plus children on your Facebook. So don't you
Sammy put on there.
But there's no actual proof of that.
There was the witness.
But how would they have witnessed that? Couldn't you have gone into your settings?
And there's also
wait. How long ago was this that she had gone into your account?
Years ago.
Like 5 years?
Oh, longer than that.
10 years.
Long time. It's been a real long
2017, 2018.
Well, I can't really recall, but my estimate, which I don't, like I said, can't really count. This is factual, but my rough estimate, probably closest thing would probably be 2012, 2013, possibly.
And right, so Facebook and whatnot had its settings developed into its software that you could see what devices you're logged into. So couldn't you have screenshotted the devices that were on your account?
I don't know. I didn't know how.
But that could have proven your innocence, no? That could have proved that someone else was on your account, not on your device, right? You could have shown that you were on that device. Right.
Look, first off, I'll explain how me and Beck actually found out that what Sammy did to my Facebook.
It was Beck.
Beck and me found out about it.
Wait. So the friend of Sammy's who told you was Beck. I thought you weren't allowed to say that name. You said her name 80 times. No, but no, because it's the same situation we were talking about before. You said that they were in legal battle with each other. How were they? Beck and Sam are in a legal battle together. You clarified later that she was in her server and she's part of her server. But what you said, Dan, I'm going off of your own words. Don't get upset at me. Don't start yelling at me because this isn't going to go the way you think. Right.
Anyway.
Be a man. Stop. Put the balls to your chin. Put the balls to your chin. You're good, Dan.
No, I know what
I don't fuck with pedophiles, and you're a pedophile, Dan. I don't fuck with anyone. Yeah, you're a pedophile, Dan. 300 children plus all this. You're a pedophile.
No, I'm not. You want to know why, dude? Because Sammy tried to set me up. Now, first of all,
you're a pedophile, dude. You're a pedophile. You think I don't?
No, I'm not.
You think I don't know how I knew myself? You pedophile. Dan is a pedophile and has multiple children. Go check out Clout Control. Stream. Check out Belushi's stream. Check out Belushi's stream where Dan literally exposed every little fuck.
Bye-bye. First off, let me clarify some shit, you idiot. The fact of the matter is, Sammy went on actually a live stream back in the day and said, Dan, check your Facebook, right? How would she know, dude? Clarify. How would she know that there was something weird going on with my Facebook if Sammy was never part of my Facebook group, dude? Let's clear that up first, you idiot. First thing. That's the first thing, you moron. Is that Sammy... No. Wait a minute. Waiting for you. Oh, there you go. Hey, Chill. Is that you, Chill?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, I want to address the bullshit that Toney said. By the way, Toney, you can come back up, you idiot. No, it's not a win. You're just being a loser. Anyway, back to... I'll say, by the way, we still haven't finished up. By the way, we're going to go live anyway, dude. I messaged you to come up on panel so we could go over that video that we were doing with me going off at Ryan. If you want to still cover that, or do you want to cover this other stuff first?
Let's get into what you and Toney were talking about.
Right. Thank you. So, Toney, like I was trying to say, you fucking moron,
did you boot him?
Yeah, I booted him because he wouldn't. Because I muted him and he kept on unmuting himself. So you can stay down there for the moment, Toney, and I'll let you up in a minute. Yeah, I love you too, Toney. Yeah, I love you too, man. Anyway, back to the point. So, more or less, back to what Toney was saying. So, what happened with my Facebook was that apparently I said there was people added up that I didn't even know, right? And here's the kicker: how I even found out there was something wrong going on with my account was Beck caught up with me, and me and Beck were talking stuff, and apparently Sammy said something about, I don't know whether she came up on a panel or she was on somebody else's panel or something like that, and she said something along the lines of, Dan, go check your Facebook. And I'm like, why don't I check my Facebook before? I thought it was fine. It was okay. When I go and have a look at it, it turns out so people that were added up to one of my old Facebook accounts that, like I said before, I had no knowledge of who all these people that were added up. Now, these young people, again, that look young, like, say... like 16, 17,
okay, Dan,
16, 17 people that were added up. And
everything that we know, you have probably said in your live stream. Everything we know of you. Like, so, question is where did these rumors start?
Start from Sammy, of course.
And okay, so everything we know of is from Sammy?
That's pretty much it in a nutshell. She comes up with all bullshit about me. That's where it all stems from, was actually her. That passes around to everyone else, and then people just fuck around with it, man. Make up bullshit as they go along. Like this piece of shit right here. Welcome back, Toney.
Yo, what's going on, Dan? How's it going?
Yeah.
Wait, who's this guy?
You know Gamer Chill. Stop it.
Game Chill? Oh, shit,
yeah,
this is
it's
Chill?
me, bud.
Oh, shit,
yeah.
bro. Is this the guy I talked to last time on your stream?
Indeed.
Oh shit. Okay. What's going on, Chill? How you doing, brother?
So okay. you heard all that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Dan, another thing. I remember something about you had a Telegram group chat and that I remember you showed your Instagram. I remember there was links to child pornography that were in your Instagram when you showed your account.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
Correct. You admitted on your live when you had deleted it, but Reza had Reza and Hella had taken your thing and shown that you were getting links to join Telegram child pornography group chat.
I know that wasn't that was Instagram, not Telegram, dickhead.
Oh, so there was child pornography group chats. Okay.
Here's the thing. That's what I assumed it was, but then again, it may not have been that either.
Why would you? I don't think I've ever gotten a message and assumed it was a child pornography link.
Well, how else would you describe?
Do you get those links all the time? Do you get child pornography links all the time?
I've never gotten those links.
Right.
Well, that was the only one that I saw.
I have a question. What is your Instagram For You page like? Is it Russian?
No.
What comes up on your For You page on Instagram? I'm curious.
Just basically things I'm interested in. Like when I talk about Chicks Hazard.
So if it's things you're interested in, why are you getting child pornography links?
Because that be something you're interested in? That's in loser.
Spam emails. It's a direct message. It's not an email.
Yeah, well, it's a spam.
Is Instagram connected to Gmail all of a sudden? You said Discord and Roblox was connected. Is Gmail and fucking Instagram connected now? That means Facebook must be connected to your Gmail too, no? So wouldn't that mean that if you had access to your Instagram, then you would have access to your Facebook, then you would have access to your Gmail, right?
Yeah.
The only type of links that I ever get are like husband and wife jokes or bearded dragon videos.
Buff Weeb is in the chat. Buff Weeb, he had clarified you can ask Helda or Reza. He was
shut up. First off, I'm sick and tired of Toney.
He was on certain websites and he got links that he shouldn't. I'm gonna finish that sentence for you, Toney.
Well, that could be a positive. You tell me. But the fact of the matter is, all I know I was getting basically in the spam email box, Gamer Chill, was a whole bunch of spam emails trying to link me to all sorts of groups and all sorts of weird groups, right? Like they tried to get me to the Illuminati group. They're trying to get me into the fucking.
So how long have you been on Telegram?
I'm not on Telegram. I'm on Instagram. It's a separate thing. It's not the same thing.
Well, Buff saying that you're Telegram.
Basically, I had Telegram installed on my computer at some point. I don't remember installing it, so I don't even know what the fuck it was even doing there. That's a whole different kettle of fish, and I don't even know what it's doing there because I never used it. So I don't even know what that was even about. So, but your guess is as good as mine, Gamer Chill. I don't even know why there was even a Telegram thing on my computer. I don't even know what it was even doing there. So.
Yeah. Lil Me just said you had the Telegram on your computer.
Yeah, as I'm saying, there was like a little icon thingy, but I don't even know what it was for. I don't even know what it was even doing there because I don't remember downloading it. So I never used it. But I don't know.
Well, I definitely know what it was used for when in school. So. Well, I can only imagine.
Yeah, well, I never used it, so fuck me, then. Like, I never used it. But the only thing I used was the Instagram. So that's all I used, Gamer Chill, telling you the straight up truth. The only thing I used is Instagram. Now, the screenshot that we're talking about here was from an Instagram message that was actually in the spam emails, right? And in that spam emails folder, there was a group that was trying to get me to join, said something about like schoolgirl stuff. And I was like, what the fuck is that shit? Now, of course, we know that is even a fetish, women dress up in schoolgirl outfits and shit like that. So it could have been that, like some sort of thing.
Okay, so I don't ever get those sort of links.
Well, I don't know why.
Like, is there something that you could be looking up that could be like leading to that, or what's? How do you think you got it?
I know I was getting those spam emails. So it wasn't just that. It was like I said, people from Illuminati allegedly were trying to add me up, fucking like scam things, all sorts of stuff. Like saying you get $1,000 if you subscribe to this thing and that thing. I was like, fuck off, man. So there's a whole lot of spam stuff in the spam email box, and that was just one of them. And that's what really pissed me off. And I did a video about it because, like I said, when you think of the word the schoolgirl thing, it just didn't look right. The thing didn't look right, and I reported it to Instagram. And you see it in the video. I've uploaded that video where I got really upset about it. And I reported that email and that link. And I was
okay,
like, nah,
so here's how it normally works for me. Like, I don't know about you, but normally, like, my For You pages and everything like that. Here's how it looks. Here's how I know it works for me. Okay. So on my Chill Out channel, as you know, I do a lot of drama. I cover a lot of drama stuff. I crack jokes, But because of the type of videos that I react to and watch on that channel, I'll get weirdos and people that'll just pop up randomly, like Rob Rack or fucking David or Sam F2000. Those sort of people will pop up, and I'll just be like, gonna check you out and see what you're like. That's how my For You page works. And then on my Gamer Chill channel, I'll have like a bunch of new game trailers and comics and DC and Marvel stuff, geeky nerdy stuff. That's what pops up on my Gamer Chill channel.
See, here we go. There we go. Well, I suppose this would be spam message, message requests. Yeah. Oh, sorry, dude. You muted it.
Remove buff smart, dude. Yeah. You need to stop adding people as your moderator.
No, well, that's the trust buff, right? Anyway, by the way, speaking of which, I need to actually talk to Buff about
Buff, you should break his trust. If you don't want that mod anymore, man, just go fucking ham, bro.
But first off, why don't we go there? See, this is what I was getting, right? You seen that shit, Toney and Gamer Chill? You seen this shit, right? Now there was message requests, hidden requests. See, I was getting these kind of spam emails groups. See, that shit. What the fuck is that? Gamer Chill then?
I have never gotten those. Nope.
Well, for some reason I got them. I had a whole heap of them. I deleted a whole arseload of them. I mean, this is just the latest one that's just trying to add me up to their stupid little group thing. And I'm not even going to go clicking it to find out what's going on. But
he deleted it.
What was that?
What Toney said. He deleted. You deleted it.
Yeah, the other group thing that was there. Yeah, because I deleted a whole bunch of things that were trying to add me up. Heaps of stuff. Heaps of people trying to add me up to their little groups, like this dude here. And I just did what you see here. It's like that, and then I'll just go that.
It was hidden. It was in the regular.
So no, it wasn't. It was in this. It wasn't in the regular. It was in something like this. I was getting added requests. So that's bullshit. I was getting added stuff, and that's what that thing was in.
It wasn't in the regular. It was hidden.
Oh, yeah, it was in that stuff. Yeah, and those message things like that. And I kept on getting spam messages like that, Gamer Chill, right? And Toney, that's the kind of stuff I was getting. And that's the stuff. And one of the titles above, that one didn't have it, obviously, the one I just deleted. But the one that I had titled was something about, like I said, schoolgirls. I was like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is that shit? That grossed me out, and I did report it. And that's the video you see me freak out and have a go at it.
You're lying because it was in your general.
It wasn't in my general. That was in that one of those hidden folder thingies. I just scrolled down to it and screenshot and showed it to people. That's what was there at that time.
Yes, it was.
What was?
It was on live.
Yeah, I was on live stream. Well, not really. On a video where I did that. Yeah. and I got rid of it. I reported it.
Toney saying you're lying.
I'm not lying. Go have a look at the video. I still got that video.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off here because my phone's about to die, and I need to put either my laptop or my phone on charge. So,
fair enough, Game.
Continue this later.
Yeah, we'll have to continue later. By the way, we're still going to cover that stream again. Whether you want to do it on here or on yours, we can still do that about the whole stuff later. All right, put your back up, Toney.
Okay, so you said that was a video. It wasn't a video. We did that on live at like 1 a.m. my time, maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
We're talking about when you showed your Instagram DMs with me on the live, and then it was in your general chat that you were in a CP group chat, and you explained the same thing about the Telegram, except you realized that you had a Telegram. No, it's on Helga's page. It's on Helga's page. She restreamed it. Same with Reza. Also, remove Buff's mod, you fucking weirdo. He doesn't want it. He said in your chat multiple times, remove his fucking mod. He doesn't want to be a moderator for you. Remove his shit. Read your chat. He doesn't want to be a moderator for you.
The only one that person want to remove is your shit, bro. So, fucking Toney. You know, Toney, you're such a fucking laugh. Bore of laughs, aren't you, Toney? Actually, Toney, I got a question. How many drugs of your father's drugs have you been taking?
My father does heroin. He's off heroin.
How much are you taking?
How much heroin do I take? Well, Dan, have you taken your schizophrenic meds or any of your antidepressant meds? Because you keep talking to children. So something clearly isn't connecting in your brain. You also clicked the CP link on the video. Why don't you show the video? Show the video, Dan. Yeah, show the video. Oh, what do you mean fair enough? So I'm right. Right, because you're a pedophile.
No, I'm not.
You're a pedophile. You'll delete this stream.
No, you're a pedophile.
We'll have it all clipped.
You're a fucking pedophile, dude, because you keep on making bullshit stories up about children and shit. So if you're fantasizing about children, man, doesn't that say a lot about you than it does me, dickhead?
Dan, you think making accusations against me when you had 300 plus children on your Facebook, you bounced children out of your own words, you stimulated a child right on your legs, the child kissed you, it only took you a month, you were like 28 when that child was 8 years old and she kissed you. Why did it take for a 20-year older man to realize that it's wrong for a child to kiss him and have a sexual relationship? Why did it take you a month? Because you're a pedophile.
Hold a sec, there was no... Are you fucking right in the head? First and foremost, again, no sexual stuff happened, bro. You're an idiot. All right? The only thing that I ever claimed was a kiss on the cheek. Yeah? And then I claimed that after that, the person talked to a small, quiet voice and said, realize you didn't realize, don't you? When I treated her like a brother for such a long time. I got up, I got freaked out, and I left the situation. Now, if that is wrong, and if that makes me a PDF for leaving a child by themselves when I left the situation, how does that make me a pedophile, bro? It doesn't. But hey, you're the one who's a pedophile, bro. I mean, technically speaking, you're the one who has fantasizes about children and talks absolute fucking bullshit and makes stories up about me, fantasizing about me with children and trying to paint me as a pedophile, bro. So how's that work?
Dan is a pedophile.
No, you're just obsessed with trying to paint someone who's innocent and didn't do shit. I didn't do shit, bro. Otherwise, wouldn't I be in jail by now? If I was actually a PDF, wouldn't I be in jail by now? Wouldn't I have fucking a whole bunch of shit of children on fucking devices and shit? I don't. But whatever, Toney. You're full of shit, Toney. You know that, right? So there we go. There we have it. Toney is a pedophile. I mean, clearly is a pedophile. Funny how a person is supposed to be considered as a predator catcher and has a father as a drug dealer and a drug addict, just so it turns out that he himself is a pedophile and a predator, claiming that I'm still talking to minors on the internet. I'm not. And even then, if I was and I didn't know about it, how can you put me in frame for that? Second. And thirdly, I'm not part of the Jurassic World group anymore. And technically, that was not geared towards children. The Jurassic World group was geared for everybody. We've already established that. And again, most of those screenshots, I'm pretty sure, was either yours or Belushi's that was also staged, you know, saying that there was a 15, telling me the 15. I think it was absolute fake. I don't believe yous. Well, hey, they're the ones calling me PDF Razor Blade. Didn't you hear fucking that cunt come up here and talk shit just a few minutes ago? To be fair, this Looney Tune, this dick-headed pedophile, drug-dealing, drug addict, fucking retard, this fucking motherfucker, Toney, yeah, he fantasizes about stuff, right? He does. He fantasizes about me with children and shit. I mean, that's just fucking retarded, man. Let's see. Let me see. Nope. Let's see. What did he say here? Yeah, this is bullshit right here. I never said the two kids like me. That's bullshit. And said that I grabbed a child. I said that I did grab the child's chest at church. No, I never said that. I said the child had chest pain. They didn't even say it was a child for starters. I said it was a person who I believe was what she looked like, a 16, 17-year-old person. That was my rationale because that's the way she looked, a young person. But she's in her 20s now, 20s, 30s, and she's married, right? So make that as you will. And first and foremost, about the thing, no, I never grabbed a child, never grabbed that person's chest at church. I never touched a child's breast at church. See, that's the lie right here. This is what I'm saying right here. It's him saying I grabbed a child's breast at church. That's this cunt over here who said that. I never said that. Proving again that Toney is a sexual deviant when it comes to talking about children. Dude, I'd say you need to be put on a watch list. We've got to check your servers, Toney. Someone needs to go check his mobile devices, considering the way he talks about children like that. That's disgusting, man. But hey, that's Toney for you, ladies and gentlemen. A person who claims to be a predator hunter, being a pred himself. I'm not exposed for nothing. So they didn't do nothing. Let's see what else. Toney, the drug addict, drug dealing, fuckwit. I know, I'm pretty sure he didn't sell drugs. I'm pretty sure he probably just uses them. That's probably why he's such a spaced out motherfucker. Well, also the only thing I can think of was that basically Craig had a link to Roblox on his Discord thing. That's the only thing I can think of. But if that isn't the case, then the whole thing that Craig said was bullshit then. Since Toney believes that the thing was bullshit, then obviously basically what Craig said was bullshit from the word go. If my theory wasn't correct, then clearly what Craig said was bullshit because I never contacted his kid then. Because the only person I was messaging was Craig himself. Now, if there's any messages that went to his kid, would have been from Craig himself. So the only thing I can think of was either that Craig gave his account or whatever to his kiddo, and the kid was accessing Roblox or doing stuff with it via the for Discord stuff. But no, the only thing I had on Discord, dude, is my Discord thing and my messenger on Discord. That's all I had. The only thing I think was that the messenger and stuff from Discord was tied into Roblox. But apparently Toney says that doesn't happen. Well, that's the case, then that means Craig was lying about everything from the word go then. That's the only thing I can think of that made sense. But since he says that, apparently it didn't happen then. Okay, then. Because I didn't know it happened. When my Facebook got hacked, little me, I had no idea that that stuff was going on. When it comes to that whole thing with that stuff, and with that whole thing with the hack, and also the stuff when it happened with Candice. The reason why I went to Beck about it instead of Sammy about it was because I didn't trust Sammy at the time that she wasn't going to turn her daughter into content, because Sammy was actually dissing on her daughter at that time, using her daughter as content, even talking about private stuff in Candice's private life. That's the reason why I went to Beck and talked to Beck about it. Anyway. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, you used her computer, but she was not friends with you on Facebook. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, little me. When it comes to the whole Facebook situation with Sammy hacking and messing with my Facebook. Yeah, exactly. Like I was basically using my Facebook, right? At Sammy's house, on a laptop and her computer. Yeah. When she wasn't going live and doing stuff on it, I went and did stuff on it. I even had was using Sammy and Vince's eBay account at the time to sell stuff originally as well. So yeah, but like I said, it was at that point when Sammy said, "Go, Dan, go check your Facebook. Go, something's wrong with your Facebook. Go check it, Dan." I'm like, "What the fuck's she on about?" Go and have a look. And me and Beck saw it. Like I said, there was a whole bunch of young people that was added up, and I have no idea who the fuck they were. And me and Beck spent hours trying to get rid of all these people that were added up that I had no idea who the fuck they were. And I'm not lying about it. I'm telling the truth. So, mm-hmm. Well, ain't you coming back up, dude? Because I haven't finished with you, Toney. I'm not lying about nothing. It's everyone else who lies about me, man. But anyway, Toney, you want to come back up for another round? Let's go, Toney, since you're still here. And no, I never had a Roblox account. Never had one. Never played it, never used it, never had any desire to use a Roblox. Even after your friend who does own a Roblox account, let's talk about it. Your mate, your opposable cousin, friend, Belushi, you just out and said that Belushi was doing shady shit behind the scenes, which goes to prove how much of a friend you really are, trying to oust Belushi for shit. Which, by the way, he was your best mate. Why would you oust Belushi for shit? Being a predator and stuff like that. That makes no sense when you claim he was your best mate. Yeah, but here's the thing. That was the wrong word. I never actually had Roblox. Never used it. Now I said that, but that was bullshit. It was never actually a true statement. I never did play Roblox. Never had it. Never had no use for it. Never played it. I played Minecraft, and I confused Minecraft with Roblox, and that's where that confusion was when I said that. But no, I never had it. Well, there's no reason to. And also another reason why is because I trust you, Razorblade. And second of all, no, because I trust you, Razorblade, but also because I want to know that's the real you. If you come in here pretending to be someone, I don't know if it's the real you or not. I'm not scared, man. I'm just sick and tired of you making up bullshit stories in your own retarded head, Toney, from all the drugs you've probably been taking, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you mean? No, it means no. I don't know what you mean. Razor blade. You are well. You're not. Well, on that channel, you're pretty much there, dude. But anyway, Tony, you coming back up for another round, or you finished, Tony? Tony, you gonna come back up and talk, you drug addict? I ain't finished with you, bro. Unless you want to run around talking absolute garbage. I mean, you already just shit on Belushi. So, of course, we got to understand it's probably more bullshit. No, little me, I don't trust you. You're one of those people I don't want nothing to do with. Mm-hmm. Tony, you coming back up or what? Tony, you coming back up or not? I mean, he's just sitting there talking to the side chat. You gonna come back up? Yeah, I'm saying no, I'm not going to remove the wrench. You're stuck with it. Okay? Just so I can keep an eye on you. So I know who you are. Plus, also know it's the real you and I trust you. But I said, no, I'm not PDF. Listen, dude, I got no feelings towards children. If I had feelings towards children, then you would have something. But I have no feelings toward any child, dude. Never had, never will, never have been, never will be. And then you keep making bullshit stories up and twisting the truth, which is what he does. Tony kept on messing with the truth. I'm not telling lies, man. But please be my guest. Well, that's what Sammy did, dude. That's what Sammy did, dude. Sammy come and helmet knife point and broke through my windows, all because of a drug. Called out for that. And that's the bullshit story that Sammy's running with. She's saying that that's the reason why she did, but that wasn't the case. That's what I'm saying. That's what she claims, but that's completely other bullshit. The only reason why she come and smashed my windows and threw a helmet knife point was always because I asked her there for drugs. Nothing to do with that thing. The whole thing about me being PDF didn't come until later on, way later on. Did Sammy bring that up and start running with that narrative? Nah, never did. Yeah. Hey, Sav. So, yeah. Nah, I don't think I will. Why don't you get your ass back up here, Tony? I ain't no scared of him, Tony. Mind you, though, why aren't you coming back up, Tony? You afraid I'm just going to keep muting you and putting you down in the box? Is that what your problem is, Tony? To be fair, Tony, you're fucked in the head, man. Like, you kept on messing the stories up and changing the stories. You kept on changing the stories 24/7, bro. I told the original story multiple times, and people keep changing it. Yeah, well, I don't use Telegram, Buff. I never actually used the Telegram, dude. I never used it. Never used the Telegram. Like I said, we found it there. No, the reason why I'm not doing that, Buff, is because I want to know that's the real you that's in the side chat. That's not a fake you, and because I trust you, dude. That's the three main reasons why you got a wrench, and that's the reason why. Same thing with the reason why Razor has one, even though you guys don't want it. The reason why I'm giving you guys one so I know who you guys really are, and because I trust you guys. But anyway, back to the point. Yeah. Maybe another time I will. But yeah. Yeah. But I reported it though. That was the whole point of the whole video. I reported it. And you guys can go find it for yourself. Absolutely not. Barely. See, that's another misconception. No, I don't. I talk about child predators and talk about pedophiles. Yeah, but nah. I'm only talking about the PDF dudes. Like, again, like Toney's a PDF. You know what I find funny is people trying to call me as one of their type of people. They're trying to play me as one of your people, Toney. But I'll never be one of your people. I'll never be a PDF. Get over yourself, man. Yeah, I've worked with kids. Yeah, I've worked with teenagers. Yeah, I've babysitting children before. But does that make me a PDF? No. Did Sammy make up a whole bunch of lies and stuff about me? Yeah. Did she hack my Facebook? Yeah. Because we have two witnesses. Now, that was the one thing I haven't finished telling you. I forgot there was another witness. So not only do I have a witness from Beck, because Beck just saw the stuff on my Facebook thing, and she and I went through it after what Sammy had said, saying that there was something stuffed on my Facebook. Me and Beck went through it and destroyed all those people that were supposed to be on it, because it's like they weren't supposed to even be on my Facebook. Someone randomly added them up, and it wasn't me. So, and Sammy, like I said, from the other person, like I said, the person I could not name, that was not Beck, you dickhead, Toney. The person I could not name, I'm not going to name, right? Because they're going through legal battles with Sammy, okay? But it was one of Sammy's best other mates, like in real life, not just on YouTube, right? So that being said, that's the person's name who won't be brought up. It wasn't Beck, you idiot. Second of all, third of all, is that me and Beck found out too. So it was actually a witness, then me and Beck, and of course, Sammy yourself said on a live stream saying, Dan, go check your Facebook. There's something on your Facebook. I'm like, what the fuck is she on about? Me and Beck went over there, checked it out, and I said there was random added people up that I had no fucking clue who the fuck they were. So make that as you will. That Sammy, why would Sammy know about stuff if she never had access to my Facebook? Yeah. Well, I thought she had no access to my Facebook. That's the reason why I take the other person's story. He came out and said they saw Sammy poking around in my Facebook when I didn't log out at Sammy's house one time. Obviously. And no, I never had a Roblox account. Never had one. The only thing I did have that was, like I said, which is what Buff said, was I did have Telegram thing at one point, but I don't even know why it was even added. I don't remember installing it, which is a weird thing. I don't remember installing Telegram, and I never used Telegram. Like, it was an app on my computer, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And because Buff went and had a go at me for having it, which he still did. Yeah, Lysafina is a good chick. Buff should actually catch up with Lysafina, because Lysafina was a pretty cool chick. Nah, I'm no bullshitter, man. Absolutely not. Hello there. Is that Vinny G? Nah, I'm no bullshitter. Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. Really? No, it ain't. And hang on. I was like, who is that? That's not Vinny G, but who the fuck is that? You know, is that Darren? Paying me to Vinny G? Is that you, Darren? You and your porn bombing bullshit, Darren. Where are you at? It looks like you're in a room right now, Darren. Where the fuck are you at, Darren? Darren, you're such a full of shit, man. What's with the porn bombing? What's with the porn bombing, Darren? Mm-hmm. 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 Hang on. Yeah, that's your room, Darren. Yeah, aren't you on holiday or some shit? That's what that holiday room is, isn't that right, Darren? Bye bye, Darren. Darren trying to porn bomb yet again. Never learns, does he? No, don't worry. I'm not going to lose my channel mode because he tried to porn bomb me. I already had my other screen up at the time. Yeah. Yeah. Not right now, no. Yeah. Yeah. You're doing all right, Chief? Yeah. I was doing all right. Because the thing is, I'm not a PDF, though. That's the thing. There's no evidence to suggest otherwise. And people just keep on taking the things I said out of context and trying to make up shit. Like I said, I never had a Roblox account. By the way, Toney, you still haven't come back, Toney. I just had fucking Helderdick come in here trying to porn bomb me. Which, Darren, really? You're such a lame asshole, man. Stop trying to porn bomb, you fat fuck. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Buff. I only give people wrenches to the people who I trust, you know? Like this motherfucker friend of yours, Toney doesn't have a wrench because I know he's a fucking Looney Tune. And it turns out now he's a pedophile. Well, isn't that interesting? And also, he made up fucking bullshit, apparently. Of course. I don't know. That's the thing. I was people trying to add me to that fucking group. Oh yeah, about that story. Yeah, here's the thing. I thought the original when I was doing that cutie thing, I originally thought it was supposed to be like a High School Musical. I didn't know what the fuck it was all about, and I just thought, yeah, people were just talking shit on shit originally. But then I looked into it a bit more and found out it was a shit thing. And also, you'll see that video where I say that I'm not actually defending that movie anymore, or I never really defended it at all. I was more like defending the people, like the kiddos that actually were in it. I was defending them, saying, you know, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and there's even the video of that too that's up on my channel as well, where I just said that the kids don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they were basically tricked to doing the acting thing they did for that cuties thing. They were tricked into it. Same with the parents, promise of fame, fortune, and everything, and it was all bullshit. The whole movie was a fucking scam. We've already covered that also on my channel as well about that. I'm not in CP groups, dude. They were trying to add me up in that whole. Well, I understood it as that, but it was just in the spam box. So, people were trying to add me to stuff. I wasn't having it. So, and the ones that had sus names, I reported those groups because the names were sus, and then we've already discussed that, Toney. So, quick question, Toney: why would I make a video reporting a thing that I thought was absolutely fucking wrong at that point in time? Which like I said originally, I thought it was a PDF link thing that was sent to me. But it definitely probably wasn't. Probably just a link to a porn site for all I know. But the fact of the matter remains, a normal porn I might add. But the way it was said, like I said that schoolgirl fetish that people were interested in. I'm not into that, but people probably were, and that's probably what it really was a link to a porn group for that fetish. But I wasn't interested in that, so I reported it. But anyway. The only real PDF around here is Toney because he made these fucking bullshit stories up. But like I said, never happened, really. The only thing I can think of, because I was never trying to contact Craig's kiddo. That's the thing. And I never used Roblox either, so never had a Roblox account. And when it came to Craig, I was trying to contact Craig all the time. I was trying to message Craig, never tried to message his kid. The only way I could figure that was the messages and stuff was getting rerouted to the Roblox thing. That's the only thing that makes sense. Or the kid was using his dad's account. That's the only thing that makes sense. When I was trying to message Craig, his kid was in his account. That's the only thing that makes sense to me because I never actually contacted his kid. Don't even know his kid. Didn't even want to know about his kid, and I even show that in the screen roll. I never asked about his kid, didn't want to know about his kid, didn't even give a shit about his kid, to be fair. He was the one who brought up stuff about his kiddo, like saying his kiddo was doing school stuff or he was into Ghostbusters and shit. He was the one who was even sharing that information. I didn't even ask for that shit. So that's really on Craig's point, right? If he let his kiddo play on his, use his account and shit, that's on him, right? But yeah, Toney really disgusts me. He's such a PDF, man. Toney's such a PDF, man. Toney, you have about 5 minutes to come up, or else I'm going to actually end you on this whole thing, man. Because you're a psychopath. There's like little me and all those people trying to paint me something I'm not. Yeah, actually, I have cleaned up. There was a big space over there. You know, the whole space over there that got cleaned up. There's a whole big space over there that got cleaned up. Now it's only that pile right there that needs to be cleaned. So there's only one pile to go, actually. Her zombie. I have cleaned. I have. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, the only reason why I didn't, because like I said, Sammy was using Candice for content at that point. Example, when Candice was on holiday, when Sammy was on holiday with Candice, she's, was making fun of her not being able to swim properly, in the swimming pool. Even furthermore, in other live streams, Sammy was saying that Candice can't swim. Yet there has been cases where Candice was swimming, but just not very well. It's not that she couldn't swim; it's the fact that she could. But Sammy tried to make content out of her daughter, and I wasn't going to be part of that. That's the reason why I didn't talk to her about it and talk to Beck about it instead. Back then, mind you. Would I do that today? No. I did, but he's left. The fucking cunt's left. Toney on. Tony's a dipshit. And now I just discovered he's a PDF. Well, funny that. And he claims that his cousin or / best friend, Belushi, was found out being a PDF. Well, isn't that interesting? According to Toney. Funny how Toney surrounds himself with people that are real people that he claims are PDFs, huh? Funny that. But hey, Tony's a fucking moron. Nah, that's the problem, Game of Chili doesn't. He just makes shit up. That's the thing. I was like, I thought, weren't you leaving, dude? He ain't got nothing. Toney ain't got shit. He just makes shit up as he goes along. He ain't got nothing. That's the problem, Game of Chili. He ain't got nothing. Toney's got nothing. There isn't mountain boxes behind me. There's only a few now. He ain't got shit, Game of Chill. You know that. I know that. Tony's just making shit up as he goes along and just lies about everything. Tony's a fucking liar and a manipulator and a PDF. Well, isn't that interesting? Since I don't associate myself with predators on the internet like Toney, looks like he's going to hit the block list. So, Toney, you got one last time. You can come up, say what you got to say. If you're not, you're gone, bro. I'm going to give you a few minutes, Toney. 5, 4, 3. Toney, you got to come up, bro. If you don't come up, you're getting blocked. Because let's just face it, I've had enough of your ball games and your fucking retard. Anyway, so Toney is a retard. Toney, you got 5 minutes to get up here, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well, that's it. You're getting blocked, Toney. Because you're a psychopath. You're a Looney Tune. You're a loser. Your dad was a loser with drugs, and you're probably also still taking those drugs yourself now. So that explains the reason why you're such a loose cannon in the fucking mental basket case. Which Toney is a basket case. He's a Looney Tune and a psychopath. And I gave him a chance. I gave him a chance. But Toney doesn't deserve chances no more. So, see you later, pedophile, Toney. Bye-bye, pedophile. Considering you're the one who keeps talking about kids in a sexual manner, that's exactly what he does. So, I ain't into that game. And he wants to keep me telling the same story over and over again and then try and twist it and make it something more perverse. No different to what Sammy tried to do back in the day. But that's the psychopath we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Complete and utter lunacy. But now Toney is now blocked. I gave you a chance, Toney. You fucking failed, you Looney Tune. Nah. I just can't be bothered with little me, dude. And now you're gone too, because you're spreading lies. Like I said, I never had a Roblox account. Never had one. Never had an app on my computer. Nothing. I never had Roblox, dude. Never had it. The only time when I said I had Roblox and I had played it, which was bullshit, it was my misinterpretation because I meant to say I played Minecraft, which I did one time. I got too confused. But yeah, I only played Minecraft once, and that was at some. Like I said on Sammy and Candace's Xbox 360 back in the day when they were playing Minecraft. That was it. And no, I never played Roblox. And no, I don't. Never had one, but people think I did, but I never did. Nope. And now Toney is also blocked. So how he can have fun with that now. Because he had 5 more minutes to come up here and have a chat one last time. But no point in trying to deal with a pedophile and a drug addict like Toney. So funny how he doesn't fall too far from the tree of what Sammy Prepper did. Mm-hmm. 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 But I said maybe we need to cover that since you claim Toney sent you shit. So maybe we should go through that shit at some point, Game Mitchell, because he ain't got nothing. Mm. But the answer is also the question, why would Sammy get all upset and throw bricks to my windows and hold me at knife point all over just me ousting her for her drug thing? Well, it wasn't just that too. I also said at that time that I believed her friend was a drug addict, a drug dealer, which is what Sammy said her friend was at the time. But like I said, I renounced that when I found out the truth that basically Sammy was playing me and that friend of hers back and forth, calling that person a drug dealer, calling me a drug dealer, and going back and forth, saying I was a bad person, saying that person was a bad person, and then whole thing was snowballing. That's what Sammy was doing back in the day between me and her friend, trying to make sure that me and her friend didn't become friends, and that we'd find out that Sammy was talking bullshit behind our backs about each other and about the whole thing. So, well, I didn't fold, did I, bitch? I just basically put you in the timeout box. But hey, you're welcome to come back up, Toney. I offered it, but now you're blocked. So go suck on that, you pedophile bastard. Anyway, I don't want nothing to do with Toney no more because he's a pedophile. So funny that, talks about kids in a sexual manner on a daily basis. That's disgusting. Yeah, well, apparently he's not coming back up, man. The dude's fucking ran away, so he reckons he's won the battle, so now he's fucked off. What a Looney Tune. Don't even know what that means, slime, but whatever. Anyway, I was basically baiting the radio was going live anyway, so that we actually talk about other shit. Not what Toney was talking about, but again, whatever. Not down, I'm just tired. I'm bored. Tired, bored, and a little bit probably not really sad per se, but kind of disappointed in Toney. I thought he was better than that to make up bullshit and trying to twist the narrative and spin the truth to his own little narrative and trying to cause shit. Like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a bit of dust on that thing still. Yeah, just did it. Yeah, there is a bit of dust and stuff on there still. Ugh. Yeah. Look, it's been sitting there for a while collecting dust. You're getting tired. It's now 1 in the morning, and I'm heading off. Hey, Toney, and also all those over those crazy people like Toney, who's a PDF. No, I never said I was one. Yeah, well, she makes up a lying bullshit story. She originally told the story which was correct and said the story was about the drugs as well. She originally said that as well, which what it was about calling out her friend being a drug dealer and a drug addict, and also calling her out for her drugs and stuff. That was what it originally was always about, the smashing of the windows. But now she's trying to turn it into a hero story, trying to say that she did it because, yeah, she rang something better, which is bullshit. Never was about that. And that came after the fact. The whole accusation of being PDF come after that, way after the windows got broken. You think if someone was going to accuse me of being a pedophile and smash my windows and hold me at knife point because I was because you claimed I was a PDF, wouldn't you think she would have said that before doing that shit? She never did. Yeah, she did that after windows were smashed and broken, way long after that. Ran with the story about me being a PDF after that. That's the story that Sammy was running with. Zonks after the fact, you know. But Sammy will run with the story now, narrative saying that she did it. She found out about it and she was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Fuck off. It's all bullshit. Sammy will lie out of her ass and say that she's trying to paint herself as a hero. That's what Sammy does, because she's a psychopath. Nah, it always was about the drugs. Always has been, always will be. It always was. Nah, I have my moments of being an asshole, don't get me wrong. But that being said, there is a line I never cross. Anyway. Since you're not coming back up, and since now you're blocked, Toney, because you're a psychopathic loser, I got a song for you.
Dust on my boots, blood in my pride. You ever get pushed so far you stop caring? This one's for the snakes, the liars, the ones who smile and stare. Go fuck yourself, I ain't bowing down. Try to break me, but I stand my ground. You took your shot, now take your loss. I pay my dues, I count my costs. Go fuck yourself, I'm done being played. I built my fire from the hill you made. No more chains, no more stealth. If you cross that line, go fuck yourself. I came from a road where the gravel cuts deep, where promises break and the wolves don't sleep. Had $1 and a dream and the chip on my chest. They said I'd never make it, yeah, I took that bet. Backstab, handshake, fake love grin. Seen too many devils dressed up as friends. Talk real loud, but they hollow inside. I read that script, yeah, I know that vibe. Mama said, boy, keep your head up high, even when the truth feels like a lie. So I kept on walking, boots worn thin, through the smoke, through the dirt, through the sin. You tried to bury me, I grew instead. Every no you gave put steel in my head. Now I'm standing tall where you hoped I'd fall. Middle finger up, yeah, that says it all. Fuck yourself, I ain't bowing down. Tried to break me, but I stand my ground. You took your shot, now take your loss. I pay my dues, I count my costs. Go fuck yourself, I'm done being played. I built my fire from the hill you made. No more chains, no more steel. If you cross that line, go fuck yourself. They love you when you're down, keep you in the cage. But hey, when you rise and step on stage, suddenly they know you act like king. But I remember where you never been. You weren't there in the cold midnight when I lost my way, had to learn to fight. You weren't there when the world went dark, when I lived my soul with a single spark. I don't need your praise, don't need your lies. Seen too much truth in your disguise. You played both sides, but I played real. Every scar I got, yeah, that's my deal. This ain't revenge, it's clarity. Cutting off dead weight, setting me free. I ain't angry, I just moved on. Your chapter's closed, your page is gone. I gave too much to people who take it all. Watch loyalty fade like a late night call. Now I walk alone, but I walk with pride. No more fake love standing by my side. Yeah, it hurts, but it made me strong. Turn my pain into this outlaw song. Go fuck yourself, I ain't bowing down. Tried to break me, but I stand my ground. You took your shot, now take your loss. I pay my dues, I count my costs. Go fuck yourself, I'm done being played. I built my fire from the hell you made. No more chains, no more stealth. If you cross that line, go fuck yourself. I don't hold grudges, I just hold truth. You showed your colors, I show my proof. Every word you said, you fueled my grind. Now I'm 10 steps ahead, you still behind. I ain't bitter, just wide awake. Learn real fast, who's real or fake. Trust ain't cheap, it's earned in blood, not in shallow talk. A crocodile love, you built your world on a house of lies. Now it's falling down, no surprise. While I built mine from broken stone, now I sit king on the throne I own. This ain't hate, it's self-respect. Cutting ties, I won't regret. If you don't like me, that's just fine. I don't need you in my life. Some bridges, you don't burn them, you just stop crossing. Go fuck yourself! I found my way, oh, every night, through every day. You tried to chain me, hold me down. Now I wear freedom like a crown. Go fuck yourself, I'm done being small. I stood back up every time I'd fall. This is my life, my truth, my will. If you doubt that, go fuck yourself. Yeah, ride your road, I'll ride mine. No hard feelings, just hard lines. Outlaw heart, free as hell. And if you can't respect it, you already know. Go fuck yourself.
Urena One 3-week challenge, week 3. See brighter eyes, shinier coat.
I pay for a lot of shit. But at least I gave Toney one more chance to be a good dude. But it turned out he's just a nice nigger in the grass and a liar and a PDF now. Well, isn't that interesting? But Toney is a PDF. Not only is he a PDF, but he also ousted one of his own PDF friends, named Belushi. Well. Go back and scroll back in the stream. You know, he just pretty much said Belushi was a PDF. That's what he said. That's what Toney said. And Toney also said, what did he say live? Toney also said that Belushi was a cousin of his, family member of his. Yeah, and that doesn't fall far from the tree now, does it? Toney. But, you know, Toney is what he is. And I hope he gets what's coming to him, because PDFs don't really deserve to have a platform or actually deserve to be around on the internet, full stop. But, you know, that's what Toney is. That's what Toney does. That's what Sammy does. Yeah, psychopaths, losers, retards. But, you know, it is what it is. And like the song said, they can go fuck themselves. Have a good night, all. Bye.